Hello, everybody. Good morning. So, it's not common that I do a morning show, and I'm here today because I had some questions about the tools that I use for my business. And because there are so many things in the question, I figured, hey, I'm sure you would like to know as well. And so here I am. And I just like to do things, batch things as much as possible. Anyway, so every email that goes out, I have a little link that goes to a page, and I'm going to drop this page out on the screen here in a second. Just let me turn it on. And this page, techbasedmarketing.com/business marketing tools. I know that's a lot. So I'm going to paste this link in here as well, in the chat as well. I know this won't go through to all the places, but I know it goes to certain places. And because I'm restreaming uh, to different places all at one time, um, whoops, as you can see, that has actually come up in my stream here. But not every place allows me to put it in the chat. But anyway, so this is where this page is that I'm talking about here. And on this page, there are a lot of different tools that I put in my that I share that I used uh, for my business. And yesterday I received some questions about it. So I'm basically going to answer these questions because you might have the same questions, and then if I have a little bit more time, then I'll go through and talk about the rest. Or I may do a special session tomorrow. So if you go on that page, one of the things that I recommend is Sender. Now, and on that page also, I tell you that Sender is actually a rebrand version of ActiveCampaign. So the question I had from somebody is, what is the difference really between Sender and ActiveCampaign? Well, the simple answer is there's none. So ActiveCampaign has what they call a reseller program. So you and I, if we have the resources and if we want to, we can actually go and tell ActiveCampaign, hey, I want to sign up as your reseller, and we can sell their service under our brand. So I could have a tech-based marketing email service if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. Um, but Sender is run by my coach, and because he does a lot of teaching around ActiveCampaign and how he sets things up, so I figure it's just easier to do it that way. um, I guess as far as pricing is concerned, there's very, very little pricing. I do know, however, that more recently, ActiveCampaign has kind of upped their pricing some, maybe not up their pricing, but they might have dropped some of the lower levels. So you can still get those at Sender, and you can start as little as $10 a month. And I think that's what, was it 10 or 20? I can't even remember. I've been with them so long. But it's not a huge investment for me to get started, and that's really how I started. I started with the lowest plan, and as we grew, as our active subscriber base grew, now I'm paying more and more. The other thing that I know is I know ActiveCampaign has new add-ons like the CRM type systems. I do believe those are not included in Sender, but frankly, I've not needed to use it. If you have a more one-to-one business, that might be something you want to consider, but technically, there is no difference. Pretty much everything that you can do as far as if you're running a online based business, you can do an ActiveCampaign, you can do in Sender. All the integrations I have, they're all there, so it works out really nicely for me. So basically, that is the key thing. So let me look at what the next question is. The next question is formidable forms. Oh wow. I know that there are a lot of other form plugins rather, that you can use. I can't even remember. I never remember the name of that other really popular one. I know a lot of people use that one, but I am a Formidable gal because I've been using them since pretty much day one. So I have some of the things grandfathered in, and I don't pay monthly for it. Although if I wanted their full suite now, because I didn't get all the different add-ons that they used to have. I didn't buy them. I bought only some. So I have those for lifetime for myself. But if I wanted the newer stuff, I would have to pay yearly for them. But right now I don't, because I don't need to use all those. I do know that their pricing has gone up over the years, but I still find that's my go-to. I put that form plugin on every single site that I have. Everything I do runs through it. In fact, I use it for a lot of different things. When I host sales and I'm trying to collect information from different people, that's what I use. I even run surveys with it. You can do so many things with it. The conditional data, it is actually a lot more than than a form builder. But if you are starting new and that might be a little bit much for you, I don't know. I think they might still have a free version. So if all you really need is a contact point, just go with a free version or go with any free form plugin. It's really not that big a deal. One thing I do know, although Formidable doesn't run sales a lot, now they have been bought over by a different company lately, so they might. However, because we are getting close to the end of the year here, and you know what was coming up, right? In a couple months. That's right, it's Black Friday. So usually around Black Friday, you will find a lot of WordPress plugins go on sale. It's not a promise. I have no idea what they're going to do. But if you stay with me and let me see here, if you go to this page and get signed up, if you're not already, techbasedmarketing.com/deals, this page right here, I will notify you. In fact, I will notify all my subscribers of deals that are going on today, right now. It doesn't have to be year-end deals. So I will definitely let you know if they have any kind of deals. In fact, I just gather deals every weekly. Um, that's something that I do. But it that's the one I use. So I haven't needed to look at any other form builders. So right now there is a deal going on for a tool called Power, and it is a lifetime deal. I can't say anything about it because I don't use it. I don't have a need to use it, so I don't buy it. Everything that's in there, I pretty much already have, whether it's from Formidable or from other types of tools. So for me, there is no point to invest in things that I already have unless it's like really, really good. It really catches my attention and it takes me where I want to go. However, if you don't have a form system, you don't have any one of those timer systems, you're looking for something, yeah, sure, I would say probably a good thing to take a look at that Power deal because it is a lifetime offer right now. And no, I don't earn any money from this. This is a deal that was negotiated by one of our groups. Um, and there is no affiliate program for stuff like that. It's just a group, a community thing. And I had some questions about the bullet journal, which I use. So I think some of you, if you watch me for a while, you would have seen my bullet journal before. So this is my bullet journal. I know my light is kind of messing things up here. Um, Basically, it's just a notebook. I started using it. I just bought a $5 notebook out of Walmart, the shelf, and um, it's just simple. You put a day. These are the things you do. I have my own little system, although I did teach that earlier. It's not for sale because it was for a very special group, very limited time only. Maybe if you convince me, I might put it up for sale. But I use the bullet journal system. I recreate it to what works for me. And really, it's simple. It's really no secret. A lot of people do it. I have a top 3 items that are in my bullet journal. So it's like today, Tuesday 13, I have a date up there and I have the top 3 things that I need to do. All these top threes are linked to my goals. Um, Nothing in the top 3 is not linked to my goals, just to be clear. And then I have other things that I need to do. I have things that are part of my routine that I need to for my own well-being, like taking my medicine, doing my workouts and stuff like that, doing my Bible study. These are just things for my well-being, and I just basically track that. So it is really a simple system, and I like it. It's worked for me for many years now, actually. And a funny thing is that I didn't think that will work that well for me. Okay, so I now have another question too about GoDaddy bookkeeping. Now, this question actually comes up quite a bit because a lot of people use different bookkeeping systems, and I personally have been using GoDaddy bookkeeping for a long time. I've been using it since before GoDaddy bought them over, and they were called Outright back then. So it has worked really, really well for me. The question that I had was if I was, have I looked at Wave apps and stuff like that. So a lot of times when I find something that works really well for me, I tend not to look at other things. So whether I've looked at Wave apps, I believe I did years ago. I'm sure they've improved a lot now. It's just um, at that time, Outright or GoDaddy bookkeeping now clicked for me. And for me, it's just simple. I hooked up PayPal. I hooked up my bank account to it because Stripe goes in my business bank account and my bank account goes into Outright. And at the beginning, it kind of learns, what are the things that are typically if I buy something from this person or if I pay somebody uh, it would ask me, how should I categorize it? And when I do it a couple of times, it will just kind of learn, oh, okay, this bill goes into this category. This type of sale goes into this category. So I don't have to do a lot of categorization. So once I had the category set up, and once I started telling it, okay, what goes into which, after a little while, it learns a little better what goes into which category. So I don't have to go in. A lot of times when I go in, I may have some things that are uncategorized, but those are very few. To consider how many transactions that go in and out through all my different accounts every day, I only have some days I have nothing to categorize, which is really nice. And some days I may have a handful. So that makes my job a lot easier. Although I have to say, I kind of wish sometimes that the AI was a little bit more intelligent. Although it is, but sometimes it's unable to differentiate some things. Sometimes I have affiliate buy stuff from me, and honestly, I think it's a good thing that AI cannot figure it out, right? Because that's only something I can tell whether this is a sale or whether this is something else, right? Or whether this is an somebody paying me affiliate commission. But still, I think for me, that thing alone is super helpful. Now, the other similar app that you can use is probably YNAB or You Need a Budget. And I have that on that page too. Now, I use YNAB for my personal budgeting, not for my business at this point, because I'm still learning a lot of it, even though I've got it I've got a pretty good grip on YNAB for my personal stuff. But I guess after so many years, like I said earlier, I already know how GoDaddy bookkeeping works. It's worked nicely for me, and every year I don't sweat it. Tax time comes, I don't sweat it. I print out that report. I hand it over to my tax guy who does, and he loves it too because everything is standard, everything is consistent. We all know, and that's the other thing I want to say. Consistency is so important, not just for ourselves, but for people who work for us, for people who does stuff for us. But anyway, I don't want to digress in that tangent. So yeah, um, that's pretty much the only reason why I stay with GoDaddy Bookkeeping. It works. I have no reason not to move, and it's good for me. So if Wave Apps works for you, stay there. Use it. Alrighty. Um, Let me see what if there are any other questions here. But I think far as um, as far as the tech that's listed on that page, those are the key questions that I received lately. But go take a look at a page again. I'm going to pop it right there once again. If you have any questions at all about the tools that I use, why I use it, let me know. Drop it here in the comments or send me an email, send me a Facebook Messenger, whatever. I'm pretty open. Or if I email you, just hit reply. It'll come back to me. Alrighty, people. Thank you so much for your attention. I know this is a longer than usual stream, but I thought I'll just put it out there. You have a good day.